Hi, Golden Hurricanes. My name is Anna Gressett, and I am a junior psychology major from Austin, Texas. And just to let you guys know, for another introduction, this is my dog Tanner. Say hello, Tanner. He might be popping in with us today, so just ignore him. I ignore him all the time. See, you just kind of push him out of the way. Yep. Oh, okay, there we go. Anyway, so I'm back actually home in Austin, Texas. I'm not on TU's campus right now. But I have an exercise for all of us to think about. So Austin, Texas, where I live, is my happy place. It's my place of relaxation. It's my place of decompression and de-stressifying. And so I want you guys to think about the place that you associate with de-stressing, decompressing, whether that be home, the beach, the mountains, anywhere your heart desires. I just want you to take a moment and think about that. Just think about that place and think about how that makes you feel. And hopefully that place gives you a sense of joy, gives you a sense of comfort, relaxation, love, hope. So yes, pick that place, and I want you to keep that in the back of your mind as we begin to discuss something very important. Okay, so I hope you guys have chosen your happy place now, and I would like to transition this conversation to talking about basically how we can keep sane during finals week. This year's is especially important because we have another factor, the COVID-19 pandemic. So I'm just here to talk to you today about ways that you guys can make finals week enjoyable, stress-free as possible, and making you feel confident as you approach your finals. First thing that I like to do for myself is I like to plan. I'm a huge planner. Sorry guys, if you are not one of those people, you're going to have to be for these finals week. You're not going to have any classes, so you're going to have all this free time. And it's important that you fill that time, yes, with studying, but I'm not saying study for 12 hours. No, what I'm saying is setting aside 2 hours for this final on one day, maybe taking 30-minute break, and then 2 hours for another final for another class. It's extremely important that you're not spending dedicated days or hours on one final and you have a final the next day and you haven't studied for it. No, we got to be proactive, plan ahead, and create that study schedule. It's very vital. Take it from me. My freshman year, I did exactly that. I studied for one final all the way through and didn't study for one the next day, and I actually ended up failing it. So don't be like freshman year and aggress it. So tip number 1, plan. Now that we got the nitty-gritty tip out of the way, which is planning your studying, planning your breaks, and now I want to talk about choosing your breaks. So I can think of lots of things that I want to do when I'm on my break. The first thing that comes to mind is calling family, calling friends. There's nothing better than taking your mind off of studying than calling a close friend from back home or calling a family member that you haven't seen in a very long time. There's nothing like good old conversation that'll distract you from all the studying, all the worries, all the stress that you're going to be enduring. So definitely tip number 2, call a friend, call a loved one. It's very important during this time to have that love and support too, so you're gaining that extra benefit by calling somebody that cares for you, that loves for you. And so tip number 2, call a friend or call a family member. Now we're on to tip number 3. This is actually by far probably my favorite tip when I was studying for finals that I received from my orientation leader back my freshman year, and that is to come outside. And I'm not saying go on a walk, go exercise, no. What I'm saying is come outside. Come outside and be with this environment. Breathe in the fresh air, take it all in, take in the sunshine, take in the wind, take in the smell of the fall, trees, the flowers, if there's any flowers right now during winter. But I just want you to be outside and be content and be still and just take everything in. Whatever was in that textbook, whatever was on that past exam, and you have another exam coming up, set that aside and just take a moment to be still outside. Yes, I know the weather, we have to impact that, but on days where it's beautiful like a day like this, come outside and just be still. Take that time for yourself. Just reflect on yourself and leave whatever just happened, whether that was the material, the last exam that maybe didn't go so well, just be one with outside. And I promise you, it'll just change your entire outlook for the rest of the day. So tip number 3, come outside. Now we're on our fourth tip, so this is going to be the last tip that I have for you guys today. And the fourth tip is going to involve that happy place that we talked about earlier in this video. Whenever you feel like you can't do it anymore, you feel like it's too overwhelming, you feel like you cram so much information in your little brain that you can't cram anymore, then go to that happy place, envision it, feel it, be one with it, and just remove yourself mentally from the situation that you're in, and just think about how happy that place makes you feel, how relaxing it is, how you can't wait to accomplish all these hard finals that you're going to be taking, you're going to ace them, and just think about the reward of getting to potentially be in that happy place, or be in a place that makes you feel content, makes you feel successful, makes you feel confident in yourself, and you'll be won. You will have won the stress, you will have beaten down the finals, and you'll feel content. So yes, go to that happy place. Go to that happy place in your brain. Think about it, smile on it, reflect on it, and you'll be able to take these finals and feel accomplished once you have completed all of them.